Hello, everybody. This is Nicole Whitlock with Ecom Sellers, and yes, I have on my Happy New Year's gear tonight. Dun, da, da, da. I'm wearing my, I don't know, what do you call these things? Lays. I got my crown on, my silver crown at this point, and who knows what's going on with my hair. But, and then I have on the other side, Miss the amazing, the darling, the beautiful Miss Renata Darden.
Hi, y'all.
She's hanging out with me, and we are here to talk to you about Ecom Sellers Planner. I don't know. I think I can. Yeah, there we go. I'm scooting it back. So, we at Ecom Sellers, we've actually been working on this. I feel like it's been 2 years. It probably has been 2 years. There's been a lot of stuff that's been going on, but we've actually been working on this product for about maybe a year and a half. And in the midst of all of our journey, we've had a few things happen. We lost our awesome, amazing Mr. Norman Ellsworth last February. I and my business partner and a couple of other members of our amazing team all got sick from COVID. So we were out of commission for a little while. And so it's taken us a while to actually get this planner off the ground and moving. And what I wanted to do was just share with you all about the amazing content that's in this planner. So, Renata, do you want to say anything about this crazy journey to try and get this planner out?
It has been it has been a journey. I'm glad that we are here with you in 2022, and I'm glad that we have an amazing product that every e-commerce seller is going to know about, love, and enjoy. So let's dig into it, Nicole.
All right. So this is the Econ Planner. There is a different cover that you will see. I do want to say, let me just put the banner up real quick so that it shows up at the bottom so that you can get your Econ Planner. So you can go to www.myeconplanner.com to grab your Econ Planner. So we might have a little bit of an echo because my phone is deciding when it wants to echo or not. But in any case, I am doing this from a distance. So I'll be getting close to the screen and getting the far away. Anyway, so when you open up the planner, there's going to be some great information in the inside that's going to tell you about ecom sellers. It's going to welcome you to using the planner. There's some great quotes in here. So I'm doing this from a distance. There's some great quotes. Now, this is the planner that's actually been sitting on my desk for a few days. So it's kind of, it's been touched a lot. It's been manhandled. Some of the pages might be a little more curled than we want them to be, but it is a great planner. And so we put some e-commerce quotes in here. The text won't be as big as it is. This is like our version. I think we're on version 9 in production, but this is like version, oh God, what version is this? This is probably version 4. So, and that tells you that when this thing actually comes out, it's going to be amazing. So a couple of things about the planner. You have some big blocks where you can actually write out your plans for your business, what you need to do that day, that week, that month. You're also going to get on each one of the months, you're going to get a top 10 list, maybe a top 20, we might surprise you, of products, the common products that sell in that month. It's actually going to be displayed on the page. So for those of you that are struggling, trying to figure out what do I sell, what do I sell? Not that you have to sell those exact things, because you can choose to sell things that are related to it, or items that are similar to it, or items that are complementary to it. You don't have to sell those exact items. So just a heads up on that. The other thing, what do you want to say anything about that, Renata?
I just want to say that I think that is an absolutely fabulous addition to our planner. This is going to be, as Nicole said, we've taken a few passes at this, but in the prototype that we've sent to people to see what they would actually use it for, this is one of the features that is most loved. So if you've had struggles trying to figure out what to source and when to source what, then we're going to actually tackle that struggle for you with this planner. With the sourcing ideas, you're no longer going to struggle with what do I source and when do I have this item, when would be a good time to source it. With an idea, with all of these ideas coming through every single month, we're actually tackling that for you, and you're going to be able to actually check that off of your list of struggles. You're going to be able to put a line through that because you're no longer going to have to deal with that. So I'm so excited that is an addition to the planner.
Right. Another great thing is, if you, as part of this journey, if you decide to join Ecom Sellers, we've got some amazing things that we're doing. We're revamping some things in Ecom Sellers that are coming up that is going to be a blessing to all those people that are current Ecom Sellers members, because I've had to rebuild the team uh, of support people, but also that we're going to be adding more value to Ecom Sellers so that people have the opportunity to make more money. So, you're going to get a list of either top 10 or top 20 products that actually sell in the month of January. You'll get the same thing, not the same list, but you'll get a list for February, a new list for March, a new list for April. And these are products that sell, in that month on a regular basis. The other thing is that you'll be able to establish your monthly goals. You'll also be able to write down what are the things, like what are the top things you want to accomplish in the month of January? What's the top things you want to accomplish in the month of February, March, April, May? You're also going to get a list of income producing, or you'll be able to create your own list of income producing activities that you do in your business, your operational activities, your marketing related activities, and your, I'm trying to think, is it marketing and then
VA.
VA, yeah. So you'll be able to write those down if there's something. Maybe you want to start with a VA. Maybe you decide you want to automate some things in your business and you want to add a VA to your life. There's some things you can write down on your checklist so you can prepare to have a VA join your team. So just want to put that out there in the universe. And again, it gives you nice big blocks to write down, not just your e-commerce related activities that you need to make sure that you want to tackle. Maybe in the month of January, you put a note on January 1st or January 15th that says, I want to start ordering inventory for April, or I want to start ordering inventory for May. Put it on your reminders of the things you want to do in the month of January. Okay. And then you'll also get a list of holidays in the month of January. The next thing is the weekly planner. So the weekly planner, I know that there's been a whole bunch of stuff on TikTok about time blocking. I've been doing time blocking for years. This is not new for me. I talk about it. If you go back and watch 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, like annual ecom planning, that's what I talk about. I talk about it all the time. Time blocking is huge. And what I do is I actually add, I kind of use a combination of the three: time blocking plus mini habit stacking, and then mini habits. So building mini habits, so that way you are not trying to tackle 20 things at one time. You just take on one little mini habit to help build momentum, and then using habit stacking to move on to the next thing, and also incorporating time blocking. But that's all part of our annual planning. So if you haven't signed up, let me just remind you to go sign up for the annual planning session, because it's happening in another day. We're having it for 3 days. I love talking about planning. I'm going to go back. What are you going to say, Renata?
Well, just this. One of the things that you will get if you happen to be or choose to become a member of our Ecom Sellers Academy are the coaching sessions. And so we are constantly talking about building the habit and the consistency in your business. And so this planner is geared around and tailored to help you do the things that we actually tell you to do while we're coaching you. So again, if you are a member, this planner is specific. You'll recognize all of the things that we've talked about in our coaching sessions. And if you're not a member, then this is a perfect time to get started, because in addition to the annual planning session, the coaching sessions that you would get as a member, you'll be able to use this planner right in conjunction with all of the tips and tricks and strategies that you'll learn.
Absolutely. So what I was also going to say, and she's absolutely right. So if I'm sure you have heard us over and over again talk about this, but so we've got on here columns for morning, afternoon, and evening, and there's actually little slots so that if you are a person that wants to take on time blocking, that you can actually make sure that each one of those slots is 30 minutes separated apart. And we're going to actually have some stickers that will probably be introduced next month. It won't be this month, that you'll be able to put into your planner so that you can actually have everything separated by 30-minute blocks. So what I mean by that is there'll be like 6 in the morning under the morning column. It fits perfectly to start at 6 a.m. and goes all the way to 11:30. And then in the afternoon, it starts at 12 and goes all the way to 4:30. And then the evening column will start at 5 o'clock and go all the way to 9:30, 10 o'clock. So if you want to do time blocking, you can do time blocking. If you don't, if you just want to make notes of things you need to do in your business, you can do that. You also have a daily goal slot where you can write in what is the one thing, if everything else goes wrong in my world, what is the one thing I really want to accomplish today, no matter what? And that's been one of those things, like, for me, recovering from COVID, it's like, okay, what is the one thing? If I don't get anything else done, what is the one thing I need to try and get done? You'll also notice that we have weekly priority so that you can put down what are the top 5 or 6 things I want to accomplish this week. And you can extract that directly from your monthly planner so that you can say, okay, these are the things I want to accomplish this week. So you're using the monthly page in conjunction with the weekly page so that you can stay on top of the things that you really want to accomplish in that week. And then you also have a habit tracker. So if there are things that you wanted to start building habits around, maybe you wanted to say, I want to walk 30 minutes every single day, or I want to get up 30 minutes earlier, or I want to drink, I don't know, uh, 96 bottles or glasses of water. You literally could put down the habits that you're trying to build in your life. And that can include habits that are related to your business and not. Renata?
Absolutely. I agree with everything you just said. It's a great tool to be able to incorporate all the habits.
Yep. And so the last thing is the tracking. So tracking is one of those things that when I'm talking to people about their business and trying to coach them, and people are saying, well, I can't seem to get this done, or I can't do that, or I haven't been able to. I'm always asking them, okay, well, let's talk about your numbers. One of the things that I think is really important is you need to know your numbers. Now, I say that with a little bit of irony over here, judgmental, because my life has been crazy. And I do know some of my numbers, but I don't know all my numbers. But I tell you what, we're doing a massive audit right now. And I will know all my numbers because my brother has been helping me. My son's been helping me. I've got 2 VAs in India. So I will know all my numbers. But right now, I can't say 1000% that I do know all my numbers. So I'll be honest about that. But I do believe that it is extremely important to know your numbers. How many listings do you have up? Or if you're not a person that tracks listings, how many SKUs? Um, how many orders are you processing per day? So if you are keeping track of your listings per day, if you're keeping track of the hours you work in your business per day, maybe you're running ads each day, maybe you're doing mileage tracking, like all of that, this gives you the opportunity to track everything on a daily basis. So that when you sit down and talk to your own e-commerce coach, if it's not one of us, and you talk to your own e-commerce coach, you will be able to say, okay, I get it. Yeah, I'm not being consistent. So that's why I'm not getting the results. And I am going to give you an analogy. I'm a person that's still recovering from COVID. I clearly have a whole bunch of issues. And every time I would go to the doctor, I'm seeing a pulmonologist, cardiologist, endocrinologist, I'm seeing all of these ologists. And they would ask me a bunch of different questions. And when I would go in, I would just say that what I recalled, and most of the time, because my memory was a little fuzzy because of COVID, I would recall things for a window of time. Maybe it was in the last week, 2 weeks, or whatever. And so when the doctor said to me, and the physical therapist said to me, you know what? I need you to build a journal so that you will know what is actually happening with you instead of you trying to remember while you're in the doctor's office. Writing that stuff down when you have weird pains, when your hair is falling out, when something is happening with your heart or whatever, writing all that stuff down and which day and what did you eat that day and what happened before or after are good things to know. So keeping track of what's happening in your business every single day, it increases your awareness. And as you're continuing to make progress, when your page is blank, you're like, it motivates you to go, oh, no, 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 I need to do something in my business so that I don't have a blank page, so that I do actually put some stuff down. I do have new listings. I do have reworked listings. I do know what my sales were for the day. I do know what my profits were for the day. Because there are some people that don't know. And especially if you're a person like you're selling on Amazon, all you're doing is looking at your phone, and you look at the daily what's happening on that day, but you're not documenting any of that. You're like, I'm just relying on my Amazon reports. But what if you could like physically just kind of look at everything from you writing it down? It increases your awareness significantly. when you are writing things down and going back to a journal. So this is sort of your journal to keep track of what's happening in your business. So you don't just say, oh, well, I think I had some sales. Well, I listed 5 things. Did you really list 5 things? Or did you really just list one thing and had plans to list 4 other things and you just didn't do it? Or did you plan on doing a mass upload of 100 listings, maybe from your Walmart store to your Amazon store, but something happened and so you never got around to it. So in your mind, you thought you did it, but you didn't.
Or
So,
maybe it's just drafts. Maybe you've got some listings that you didn't quite complete.
yep. So what you're going to find is each week, each going to go through the months. And again, this is our version 4 of this planner. And the one that's being shipped out is version 9. So there are things that are not in this one that are in the other ones. But anyway, we're going to keep on going. So, I just completely skipped February, didn't I? Okay, so we'll come back around. I didn't mean to do that. It's because I'm doing this from a side. So, because it's sideways on my desk. So the other thing that you'll see is for new sellers, if you're a new seller, like buying inventory tracking software is not the wisest thing to do when you're first starting on this journey. Okay. And maybe you're a person that's doing this on a part-time basis. So you don't have a lot of SKUs. Maybe you only have like 5 SKUs. So you're selling private label, you got 5 SKUs. Then, just keeping your inventory so that you know what it is, keeping it on a spreadsheet is easy. Eventually, you do need to graduate to using software. But if you're early in the game, or maybe you just haven't been consistent enough to be able to start using software, then this is your opportunity to start using software. Same thing with budget. You should always know where you are on your budget. How much money do you have coming in? How much money do you have going out? And what are your sources for the money that's coming in? What platforms are you selling on? So all of that should be something that you, I don't know what happened. We have a weird echo now. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, I'm gonna mute Renata for just a second. There we go. I don't know what just happened. But again, keeping track of your budget so that you know how much money is coming in, how much money is going out. Paying for the software, paying for your subscriptions, paying for anything that you're using to run your business, even buying pencils and pens or ink cartridges for your printer or labels, or maybe you're making a lot of international phone calls and keeping track of all the little things, because you're probably making them from the same phone. I doubt that you have a dedicated phone line to make international phone calls. So again, keeping track of all of the transactions happening in your business on a monthly basis. What does that do for you at the end of the month? And what does that do for your accountant at the end of the month? Your accountant is going to love you because you've done a better job maybe than you did last year and keeping track of your finances and keeping in your business, all the dollars coming in, all the dollars going out, and keeping track of your inventory. Especially if you're trying to build momentum, you'll be able to see, okay, so my inventory was really, really low. I wasn't really selling a lot. I had like, maybe in January I had 50 listings, and then in February I had 150, and then in March I had 250. Like, you'll build the momentum. So I'm going to keep going, because after each month is a. Go ahead, Renata. I think you were going to say something. Oh, I don't think she can hear me. Okay. Anyway, after each month is a log where you can keep track of your monthly and budget, and you can keep track of your monthly inventory. The other thing that you'll be able to keep track of is at the end of each month, under each month section, you'll also have a place where you can do a month-end review. You had a goal when you established your calendar for the month of March. Did you accomplish everything at the end of March that you wanted to accomplish in March? And you'll be able to keep track of that. And then what are the things that you want to do in the month of April? And so you'll have a section where you can look back, and then also a section where you can look forward. What are the things I need to plan for? And then you also have a brainstorming section, so that way, as you're coming across ideas around sourcing and ideas around inventory, you'll be able to go back and look at that again. Because you have inventory ideas, maybe you have products that you want to sell, maybe there's products you want to bundle, and so you can use that information to do that. Go ahead, Renata.
I love the idea of having our inventory and budget tracker right there together. I talk a lot about when you're actually doing RA, which is a lot of what I do, spending your entire budget. So if you have your inventory and your budget right there together and you're out and you realize that you've got some wiggle room in your budget or that you haven't spent your budget for the month, you're able to look and see at a glance exactly what it is that you're either running low on or that, this is just that time that you would normally be making those purchases. So tracking those in one place, which I've been tracking them for a very long time, but not in one place so that you're able to actually make those decisions on the fly when you're out to make a purchase. You know exactly what your budget is for that purchase and what it is that you need to be buying with that money.
Correct.
I love it.
And I love that as well. So, the other thing that we did was we were intentional about making sure that the well known holidays, not just focusing on the holidays that are in the US, but the well known holidays are actually embedded into the planner. Now, the one again we're looking at is version 4. So, version 9, or whatever that we're on right now, is way more robust. But there are a lot more holidays and a lot more reminders in here so that you can use that in your business. So I'm going to go directly to, let me see if that's all the pages. I'm trying to do this from the side. We've done everything from test the writing on these with a pen and ink and all that other stuff. So we actually have a section, we have a couple of sections. We have a section for daily holidays. The daily holidays section is definitely one to help you with sourcing ideas. So I know that a lot of us don't think about, every day of the week. We don't. But there is actually multiple things happening each day of the week. We've taken aspects from multiple places to pull together the daily holidays. And these are things that are happening on a daily basis, whether it's National Hot Dog Day, or National Get Your Hair Cut Day, or National Brother and Sister Day, or National Left-Handers Day, Left-Handed Day, whatever. National Wear Your Glasses Day. It doesn't matter. Whatever this day is, we have them all. In addition to the days, we kind of point out some of the US ones, but we also have some international ones in here as well. So you get a long list of every day, what the holiday is for each one of the days. Now, we also have monthly holidays. A lot of people don't know that some of these months are, um, well, Black History Month is next month. There's all kinds of months that are designated for a specific thing, and there's a long list of them. So what we've done is we provided you with a list of the most common and the most well-known months that are a monthly holiday. So it could be everything from, cancer awareness to childhood obesity to whatever it happens to be, so that you know what the month is. And again, that could give you some ideas on how to serve a specific community and sell a product that that community or that group of people might be interested in. You might be surprised. Some of these you might actually be an avatar for as well. So you may know exactly what these people might want to buy. So again, giving you sourcing ideas and strategies. What do you want to add to that, Renata?
Just that. I mean, there are a number of monthly holidays going back to the dailies, but there are a number of monthly holidays. Some of the more common ones, like breast cancer awareness month. I can remember for several years when I first started selling on different platforms. There's so many products around breast cancer awareness, and so if I pick some of those up on clearance, or if I pick some of those up that were specific to a certain location or a certain group of people or whatever that was, the next year rolls around and I look up and it's like, oh, it's the last week of September and I haven't gotten my inventory straightened out as far as what I had and who I needed to be marketing to. So when you have these monthly holidays in front of you, one of the things that Nicole mentioned earlier was that you're actually going to have marketing block that's set out for you. So as you go through these holidays, you're able to go back into your planner and fill that information in as you go. And I absolutely love how organized this is going to help us and all of our clients and all of our coaching students become as we go through our strategy sessions. This is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it
It
is.
should be helpful. So, I also wanted to let you know that we also have some trending topics that may be happening that month. And so, again, we've given you some additional information. So, even if it's not a national month, but there might be a trending topic, a popular topic that's happening that month. And so, we give you that information in the planner. Then the other thing that we have is international holidays. Because again, it's not just about the US, it's about a lot of other countries. We've got the UK, we've got Australia, we've got the Philippines, we've got Japan, we got all kinds of country holidays in here. And so if you want to be able to sell products, because again, people live everywhere, you can sell products to people regardless of where they live. You can sell products to them and giving you the opportunity to again branch out and serve another group of people that might be interested. So Diwali was one of those, and I'm like, I am very interested in Diwali. And so for the last couple of years, I've been very interested in it. Chinese New Year is coming up, and it's a big deal. So again, those people that maybe live in the U.S. or live in other countries, they still want to celebrate Chinese New Year. They still want to celebrate Diwali. They still want to celebrate all these holidays. And so this is an opportunity for you to be able to sell products to those people or to find products to sell to those people. And you can use this my ecom planner to be able to source those products in advance so you don't have to be last minute about it. Did you want to add anything else to that, Renata?
Nope, you covered that one just great.
So at the
So at
end
the
of each
end of
month,
each month,
because I would
because
just
I
want
would
to
just want to
recap real quick.
recap real quick.
Every single
Every
month,
single month,
you have
you have
holidays that are
holidays that
already
are
on the
already on
calendar.
the calendar.
And then
And
in
then in
addition to
addition,
that, every single month you have the monthly calendar where you can write down what are your goals for the month, things you want to track, major products, common products that are purchased in that month. You have that in the monthly section. In the weekly section, you can track your daily activities. You can do time blocking if you want to. If you don't want to do time blocking, if you just want to write down some things, you want to also keep track of little Timmy's soccer game at 6 o'clock. Like you can manage that section for morning, afternoon, and evening. What are the tasks that you need to do in your business on a daily basis? You can also take control of your daily activities that you're actually doing in your business. Maybe you're not doing as much as you really think you are, and your planner will reveal to you what you're really doing in your business. So, it's not
it's
going to
not
lie
going to
to you
lie
if
to
you
you if
don't
you
fill it
don't fill
out.
it
It
out.
is
That
a
is a
different thing.
different thing.
But if you
But
fill
if
it
you
out,
fill it
it's not
out,
going to
it's
lie
not
to
going to
you.
lie to you.
Go ahead,
Go
Renata.
ahead, Renata.
That's just another thing I was going to say. For many years, I've had a planner that I used for my personal business because I just didn't feel like one planner would hold it all. And so we've been very conscientious about giving you plenty of space and thinking about all of the things that needed to be covered from a personal standpoint and a business standpoint to make sure that we gave you good area of space for time blocking, a good area of space for notes, a good area of space for tasks, a good area of space for all of those lists that you need when you're going through your day-to-day planning. All of those activities, we've got a spot for them. So again, this planner is for us as sellers, for you as sellers, and we know the journey that you're on. So I just can't say enough about the actual the way that the layout of it and how great it's going to be able to use this in our coaching sessions as well as in any of the strategy sessions that we talk about. The first one that's coming up is the annual planning session. So this is going to be phenomenal, and I'm just so excited about it.
Me too.
Me too.
Okay, so as we go into the next section. So again, this is version 4. So version 9 has a whole bunch of extra stuff in here. So whatever I don't talk about, just be like, oh my gosh, when you get yours, you'll be like, she didn't tell us this was in there. So we do have terminology that is in here. So if you're an e-commerce seller, new seller, or maybe you're an experienced seller, but you've been doing thrifting and you're deciding you're going to jump on selling on Amazon, or maybe you've been selling on Amazon and you're going to start doing, something else, private label, whatever. There's terminology that not everybody knows. And so this planner is going to help you with some of that terminology. You can use Google to go get the definitions, but at least you'll say, oh, okay, when they say ACOS, I know what that means. You also have a place where you can track your sourcing ideas as you go along. Maybe you're out and about, you see something in the stores, maybe you saw it in the stores in February, and you're like, oh, I need to remember to order this or to source that, or I saw a bunch of this and I had not been ordering that product or I'd not been, whatever it happens to be, you'll be able to use this planner to document when you run across sourcing ideas because you're going to have them. So you have sections in the monthly section to write down your sourcing ideas and thoughts and things that you want to keep track of. And then you also have a sourcing section where you can also put down, maybe you found out who the manufacturer is or the distributor is for this. Maybe you found out who the wholesale supplier is for that. And so you can document those things in the sourcing section there as well. You're going to have a couple of pages for e-commerce tips, so I'm going to skip that. And then you also have a place for keywords. Now this is a keywords and hashtags. So common keywords and hashtags. This page was both of these pages were completely revamped. And so they don't look like this. But the point is that we're going to give you keywords that you can actually use in your business as you're maybe creating new listings on other platforms. Maybe you have a VA, and so he or she is trying to figure out, well, what are common keywords that I need to make sure that I keep in the listing for Christmas, or what are common keywords I need to keep into a listing for whatever. You're going to see that inside the planner. So you'll have pages where you can get the common keywords. You also have a place for products, recommended tools that we recommend, and a habit tracker. And then in addition to the habit tracker, the password tracker. So you're going to have a password tracker and you're going to have a recommendations page where we recommend a list of tools and products that you should be using or could be using in your business. And then we give you the next year at a glance so that you'll be able to look at what's coming up in the future and then make some notes about it. And then you also get a year-end review. So you get a year-end review at the beginning, you get a year-end review at the end, so that you can say, okay, what were the things I said at the beginning of the year? What did I want to accomplish? What did I want to improve? What did I want to change? Or what did I want to learn or do? And then how did I do at the end of the year? Did I get those things done? So, I like this tool. I love this tool. I think it's an amazing tool. And I think it's going to be very helpful to sellers along their journey. So I'm going to let Renata talk for a minute or for a while. Go ahead, Renata.
Oh, yes. Great, Nicole. Yeah, just as you mentioned, I think that this is going to be one of several tools that we'll offer that will just allow you to kind of go through your year. You'll not only have the month in review and the year in review, but all of the things that we have going on and we talk all the time about how much your success matters to us. So all the things that we have going on are already going to be filled in for you. We've got our summits, we've got our live events. We're so excited about the live events. We've been away from that for a while because of COVID. We started that back up this year, but then we had COVID coming for both of us. I was right in the middle of it, and Nicole was right right at the beginning of it. So we're excited about actually jumping into that and giving it our all in 2022. So the fact that those events that we put together, that we put on to make sure that our students are successful, they're already filled in for you. So you'll know exactly when they are, and you won't have to worry about missing any of that. You'll know when to actually go and block everything off as far as the other activities that you would normally be doing. The calendar or the planner is already going to have it in there for you, so you'll know exactly when those dates are. You don't have to worry about missing one of our lives. You don't have to worry about missing one of the ads that'll come up that'll actually give you an opportunity to get registered. You can go and take care of that right away because you'll know when those are coming up.
Absolutely. The other thing that is not seen is that you're going to get access to a training video that's going to help you be able to fill this out. Like sometimes people look at the planners and they're just overwhelmed. I don't know what to do. I don't know where to start. I don't know what to fill in. Where do I start? And so
And
we're going to
so
give
we're
you a
going to give
training
you a training
video
video
to kind of
to
walk
kind
you
of walk you
through
through
how to
how to
use this
use
tool.
this tool.
The thing that you're
The
going to
thing that you're
get
going to get
is
is
if you
if you
become an
become an
Academy member,
Academy member,
we are
we
giving
are
our
giving our
Academy
Academy
members.
members.
Sorry, I'm
Sorry, I'm
getting the
getting
echo
the
in my
echo in
ear.
my ear.
Hold on just
Hold
a
on.
second. We're going to give our Academy members um, a free coaching, not coaching, sorry, accountability and help. So we're going to actually do a daily touch base. It's going to be once a day. It's not going to be long. It's literally going to be, it's going to be a group call where we can do a daily touch base of, what kind of progress you're making in your business, because we are all about you actually making progress in your business. We are all about actually filling out every single day what was your daily goal, the one thing you want to accomplish that day, and then what kind of progress did you make in your business. How many listings did you create? How many listings did you rework? How many sales did you get? What were your profits for the day? If you're doing retail arbitrage, what was your mileage? Even if you're not doing retail arbitrage, maybe you're just out there doing some product research and you're physically going in the stores for that. Or you're physically going somewhere. Maybe you have a liquidator near you. Maybe you have a wholesale supplier. Maybe you have a fulfillment center near you. My crown is about to fall off. Anyway, whatever it happens to be, you will be able to. We're going to be able to talk about that on a daily basis. So you can go into your planner, and we're going to talk about that every single day, and that'll be available to our Academy members. So people that are looking for accountability, that really want to maintain that momentum. So let's be honest. Let's just pull the covers back and just be honest. What normally happens at the beginning of every year is everybody sets goals about weight loss. Okay, hashtag facts. And they start on that. They're doing good in January. Then they fall off a little bit at the end of January. Then in February, they're doing somewhat so okay. By the March, they don't ever show up at the gym again. That's normally what happens. Hashtag facts. That's the reality. So what we are trying to do is we're going to give you accountability calls. Now you got to show up. We can't do anything about, accountability sessions. You got to show up, but we're going to be there and we're going to talk about what you need to be doing today. And we're not just going to be talking about it from a today standpoint. Like, we're going to be future planning. So we will do a weekly recap, not necessarily recap, but planning to say, okay, what are the things you should be thinking about for next week? What are the things you should be thinking about for next month? So that throughout the year, you have an opportunity to actually maintain and sustain the momentum that you're trying to get in your business. So it's not one of those years like, oh, I've been doing e-commerce for 4 years and I really haven't made any money. It is, I have been doing e-commerce for 4 years. And this year, for the first time, I literally 10x'd my results. That is what we're looking for. That is the change that we are trying to make in people's lives, so that they're not just doing some of the same things over and over again and not really being able to scale or grow their business. Let's get the things nailed down that we know that you maybe need to fix or improve. And you'll be able to identify those after tracking for a few weeks. You'll be like, oh, okay, I see it now. I probably should make some adjustments here. And then you'll make those adjustments and you'll start to see improvements, little incremental improvements in your business. And then over time, you'll be able to use that information to go, oh my God, for the last couple of years, I've made $20,000 each year or $40,000 each year, or maybe $5,000 each year. But this year, I literally made whatever the number happens to be, because you started from the beginning. You were using the planner to maintain your accountability. You joined Ecom Sellers Academy so that we could help you with your daily accountability, your weekly accountability and planning, and your monthly accountability and planning. And these are not going to be long calls. Like, we're not trying to keep you on there. We're just going to plant the seed of, here's some things you need to be thinking about. Here's some things you need to consider, and everything like that. So I hope, I'm going to let Renata talk, but I hope that you find some value in, the tools that we're rolling out, because this is not just the first tool. I mean, this is the first tool, but we also have a calendar, which is somewhere over here. We have a Go ahead, Renata. I'll let you talk.
I'm excited about the calendar as well while Nicole's looking for that. But again, as she just mentioned, we are committed to your success. And so a lot of thought and planning, a lot of hard work has gone into bringing these products to you for the help that you need in your business. So we are excited about it. We hope that you'll get excited about it. And we hope that you will go to the link right there at the bottom, myecomplanner.com. Get your ecom planner so that you can join us as we begin this journey of actually planning out our entire ecom business and having it all in one place for us to use. But we want to make sure that everyone has the tool that they need to get organized, to plan it, to source it, to sell it, and to profit from it. So we are super excited about it.
We are,
We
because
are, because
it's all about
all about
plan it, develop a list, plan it, source it,
source it,
list it,
list it,
profit.
profit.
So I'm just
So
going to
I'm
throw
just going to
this
throw this
calendar out
calendar
here.
out
So the
here. So the
calendar
calendar
site is
site
not up
is not
yet,
up yet,
but we do have
but
an
we do have an
e-commerce
e-commerce
calendar.
calendar.
And we do
And we
have
do have
space for you
space
to
for you
write
to
out
write
your
out your
tasks
tasks
and your
and your
activities
activities
in your
in
business,
your
and you can
business, and
go
you can go
across.
across.
We do have
We do have
holidays that are
holidays
already
that
in
are
there.
already in there.
And
And
then
then
we have the
we have
daily
the daily
holidays.
holidays.
We have the
We have
monthly
the monthly
holidays,
holidays,
and we have the
and we have the
international
international
holidays.
holidays.
All of them
All
are
of
on
them are
there.
on there.
Okay. So the planner the calendar does not have all the things that the planner has. The planner has way more stuff, but it does have a lot of beneficial information. And so we're going to include things like also giving you a wholesale list as well for those people who grab this. So you get markers, you get a pen, you get markers, you get stickers and flags so that you can, you know, use this to help you in your business on a regular basis. And then as we continue to work in this thing the rest of the year, we are going to ask for feedback because we want to make sure that our 2023 is an improvement on 2022. So we will be rolling out 2022, and we also have some other things that we're rolling out that we feel like are going to be helpful to the e-commerce community. So I feel bad that we weren't able to roll this out earlier. We've been trying to roll this thing out. Technically, since I came back from COVID, we have been trying to roll this out. It was supposed to be the end of October. That didn't work out. Then it was supposed to be Black Friday. That did not work out. So then it was like, okay, so now let's get it out before New Year's Eve. That did not work out. I'm like, you know what? It's going to roll out when it rolls out. I'm going to get over it. It's going to roll out when it rolls out. But we do want you to know that we think that this will be beneficial, helpful in your business. But that's what we think actually doesn't matter. It's what you think. What do you feel like you need in your business? What kind of help and support do you feel like you need in your business? And if you think this is something that's going to help you with what you feel you need in your business, then I encourage you to grab it. And we're going to be there to support you along your e-commerce journey, regardless of whether you're part of our team or not. Like if you got questions after you get the planner, I will say this. You buy the planner, you do get a coaching session. So if you got questions, we're here to help. The floor is yours, Renata.
That's it. You just nailed it. I'm like, your success matters to us, and we have these products to prove it. We wanted to make sure that we gave you the tools that you needed. The tools are here. Now all we need is for you to show up and take the action.
Pretty much. Pretty much. So I can't wait until the final versions are out. I can't wait to get the feedback from people. And I can't wait to start using them. So starting on January 21st, we are going to start our accountability and help sessions for those people who purchase the planner and want to participate in our sessions, like our daily sessions. So our daily sessions start on January the 21st. The other thing is that we're also rolling out a digital version of this. And so we have the wall calendar, the digital version, and you'll be able to get the digital version as well. I think it's going to be available around the 14th, maybe the 18th, but you'll have the digital version that you can buy for those people that have iPads and Kindles and Surfaces. You'll be able to install that and use the digital version. So it'll be editable, and you'll be able to use, meaning you'll be able to fill it in with us as part of the activity. So if you don't want to wait for the physical one, you can get the digital version.
That's it. Again, I'm super excited about it. That's an additional product that we've gone to great lengths to bring to you. And I know that some people just have a preference as far as digital, but all of these products will work in conjunction with the planning session, the annual planning session, in addition to the sessions that you'll get if you choose to become a member of the Ecom Sellers Academy. So we look forward to serving you. We look forward to your feedback. We look forward to making improvements not only to this product, but finding out what else it is that you think would be helpful in your e-commerce business. And as ecom sellers, because that's who we are, ecom sellers, do we want to serve you in any way that we possibly can, because again, your success matters to us.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
All right.
All
Well, I
right.
think
Well, I
that's
think
it.
that's it.
We're not as ready to go to
Renata's ready
bed.
to go to bed.
Every time you see my camera go off, it's because I'm yawning. I don't think you need to see the entire inside of my grill. So I'm excited, but I am super sleepy. So we're glad that you're actually watching. If you are watching it live, leave us a comment at the bottom. If you happen to be catching it on the replay sometime tomorrow or thereafter, just type in replay so that we'll know if there are any questions down there. You can type those in as well, and then we will certainly come back through and address any of those questions that you guys might have.
Right. And
Right. And
also
also
share it out.
share it out.
Share it with a
Share it
friend.
with a friend.
Somebody
Somebody somewhere
is like,
is like,
I need to get
I
my
need to get my
e-commerce
e-commerce
restarted,
restarted,
or I
or I
need to
need
do
to
something
do
different in my
something different in my
e-commerce.
e-commerce.
So there you
So
go.
there you go.
All right.
All right.
We're going to
We're gonna
say
say
goodbye.